Hey y'all, it's Life Coach D. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, like the video, and share. Okay, so today we are going to talk about breakups. It's so common, whether it's breaking up from a friendship, a relationship, a marriage, a business partnership. It's something that we just can't avoid, on this proving ground. You're going to experience a breakup at some point in your life, all right? But today I'm going to cover the top four, okay? Four things you can do. You can actually start today when it comes to healing and moving past a breakup. So it's going to be the top four ways. And let me put this disclaimer out. This video, these tips are only for people who are mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically ready to move on. You are ready to move past this breakup. Okay. This isn't for someone who, you say you're ready, but you're still in the bed with your ex. You're still, doing things that you shouldn't do. This is for someone that, you broke up, you're ready to move on, and you feel stuck. These four tips are for you. So let's dive into it. Now, the first tip is a very common tip. It's a tip that I'm quite sure you've heard already, but we're going to just peel the onion on this tip. All right. And that's to cut off communication, cut off all forms of communication, whether it's direct or indirect. So you may say, hey, what do you mean by cut off all communications? So when I say that, I mean remove your ex off of all of your social media accounts. I don't care if it's Pinterest. I don't care what it is, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Clubhouse. Remove them off your social media. There's no reason you need to be keeping up with your ex. You're no longer together. You're trying to move past it. Remove them. If you need to block them so they're not suggested to be added back to your social media, or so you're not stalking them, block them. Block them off all your social media accounts. But you have to remove them off your social media. You don't need to be running into what they're up to, because then you're going to start lurking. You're going to start stalking them. Okay. And there should be no texting. There should be no phone calls. There shouldn't even be any emailing. So you know what my suggestion is? Block their email address. Block their phone number. And then once you block their phone number out your phone, delete their number. Delete their number so you won't unblock their number and still dive into temptation of reaching back out to them. Okay, block and delete. It's very, very important. And you know what? Depending on how severe the breakup was, if they realize that you blocked them, they may try to reach out from another number. So I need you to avoid all phone numbers that you don't know. Do not answer any numbers that you don't know. Do not respond to any messages from unknown numbers. Do not play or listen to any voice messages from your ex reaching out from unknown numbers. As soon as you realize that it's their number, that it's their voice on the voicemail, delete it. Do not even listen to it. We have to cut off all communication. Cutting off communication is so vital. It's so important. It's very, very important to cut off communication. The second way to get past your breakup, to move on from your breakup, is to get rid of all tangible items, get rid of all tangible things. You may say, hey, what do you mean? Okay, I'll tell you what I mean. Gifts. Any tangible item that's going to remind you of your ex, get rid of it. I don't care what the monetary value is. You can always pawn it. You can always sell it. But you need to get rid of it. You really need to get rid of it. So you need to throw it away, sell it, Just get it out your house. Burn it. Hey, you have a lot of options. Get rid of it. That's the second tip because, seeing those things that they brought you, it's going to make you emotionally still attached. You're going to subconsciously start reminiscing, saying, hey, really, it wasn't that bad. And, you're really focused on moving on. So get rid of it. So the third way to, move on, the third tip that I suggest, you know, is avoiding idle time. Avoiding idle time. Let me tell you what idle time will do to you. Idle time will have you in the bed crying, depressed for 12 hours in the day for a week straight, losing your mind. We need to get rid of the idle time. And, ways in doing that is engaging in social activities, getting back to you, discovering who you are, discovering the things you enjoy. What were some of the things you sacrificed for your relationship? I'm quite sure you made some sacrifices within your relationship when it came to the things that made you happy and the things that were pleasurable and that you enjoy doing. Now is the time to tap back into that. Now is the time to tap back into the things that you love and enjoy doing. Date yourself. Spend time with yourself. Take yourself out to eat. Go grab lunch by yourself. Go see a movie by yourself. Go take a walk on the park or on the beach. Enjoy yourself again. This is the time for self-discovery, self-awareness, self-care, self-love. This is the time to get in tune within. Okay? And avoid idle time. Avoiding idle time will help you get back in tune within who you are, your passions, things you enjoy doing, which leads me to the last but not least, fourth way of moving past a breakup, and that is learning from it. Self-examination. What did this breakup teach you? Now is the time to be accountable. We can't point the finger at your ex. We can't say, hey, it was all her, it was all him. This relationship wasn't healthy, it didn't last because of this person. They didn't do this. If they would have did this, or, if I would have just listened, we'd probably still be together. No. Let's be accountable because you knew there were red flags that you ignored. You knew that person wasn't for you. They showed you when you guys were dating before you even began a official committed relationship, before you went exclusive, you knew this person wasn't for you. Let's be accountable. Let's acknowledge that. This is the time to learn from that breakup. Grab a sheet of paper. This is the time to write down the pros and the cons from that relationship, what it taught you. Just start writing. Writing is healing, it's therapeutic. Start a journal, so you can help identify different areas you learn from within the breakup. I suggest I'm very big and the advocate for writing. I'm an author. I love writing. And, that's therapeutic for me, but it may not be for you. So tap into, it could be music, writing down songs that help you express what you just went through. But, we have to learn from each and everything we experience, in life. And breakup is no different. Because this breakup happened for a reason, and you went through it for a reason. You're a step closer to what's destined for you. This person got out the way to open the door for who is for you. So, it's a blessing in disguise. It's always a blessing when something ends, and it's always a new beginning. Where there's an end to one thing is a beginning to the next. And that's where you are now. You're going through a transition, a new phase within your life, a new beginning. Embrace it. But we want to make sure that you have learned from the last situation, because if not, you're going to continue to attract the same type of spirits, the same type of person. You're going to attract that person all over again. And it's going to be a repeated cycle. And our goal is to break cycles. Our goal is to break generational curses. And we can't do that if we continue to attract the same type of spirits, the same type of people. So that's why it's important to learn from it, understand what that breakup taught you, self-examine, do a self-examination. Why did I allow myself to go through that? What caused me to put myself through this? And maybe it wasn't a bad breakup. It could have been a mutual breakup. But what did you gain from that breakup? What did you gain from that relationship? What did you lose from it? You know what I mean? Everything is a gain, though. Nothing is a loss because you learned from every single thing. So those are the top 4. I just really pray that you guys gain understanding from these top 4 and you start today. If you haven't already, start today. And let's do a recap, right? Okay. So the first step is to cut off communication. Cut off communication. You can do that. That's very easy. Remove, delete, block. You can do that. Second thing is get rid of all tangible memories. Sell it, burn it, throw it away, give it away, charity, get rid of it. No memories, okay? Third thing, avoid idle time. Date yourself. Learn who you are. You're not the same person. You are a new person, okay? And it's okay. Embrace that person. Enjoy that person. Love that person. Self-care, self-love, self-awareness, self-discovery. Discover who you are. And the fourth thing, learn from it. Through avoiding idle time, it will help you to learn from that breakup. It's all about you. It's all about your happiness. And now the goal is to continue to strive for happiness. Okay? So those are the top 4 ways of moving past a breakup. I hope and I pray that this was helpful for you. I really pray that you get started on these tips today because they do work. As long as you're serious and you're mentally, emotionally, and physically ready, I cannot clarify that enough, because if you're not mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically ready, you're going to continue in the cycle. And if you're not accountable and you don't self-examine and learn from it, you're going to continue in the cycle. So I really want you guys to break the cycle. I want you to attract what's destined for you, what you deserve. And I know you can do it. Okay. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, comment. Life Coach D. I pray that you guys have a great day and cheers to your new beginning.